Hello, this is Martin Shervington. It is 11 a.m. in San Diego, and I'm joined by Marilyn and George in Mountain View, and Hillary. Where are you, Hillary? What's right?
In Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore. There you go. There's Maryland. Baltimore. And the time zones. So we're on largely Pacific Standard, but you're a little bit ahead of us. A little bit. I think Hillary's always a little ahead of us. So congratulations to Hillary for this week, because you had some news this week, didn't you?
And which one is that?
I'm casually talking. This is going to be a casual show. Your sales news.
There's so many announcements, right?
Let's go for that one first. I was just a casual intro. Well done.
We have the new parrot in the house, but on a professional side, I got my Salesforce Certified Administrator certification. So I'm now officially certified to be an administrator for Salesforce accounts.
There we go. Good. And the other news was you got a parrot in the house.
That was the first thing I said. Yeah, we have a little baby parrot.
But you've just put her away, haven't you?
Yes, she can come back up.
Right, we'll see you later. That'd be great. Okay. And George and Marilyn. Hello.
Hello.
Now I know that you've got a little bit of building work going on, so you're going to.
We're in a construction zone right now, in many senses of the word. So.
Well, I'll come and see you soon, because I'll be up in Mountain View area within 2 weeks now. So, and we're going to come back and have a chat with George and Marilyn about the Mountain View neighborhood. This is a very casual show, so what we're going to cover is questions from you on neighborhoods, and I'm going to tell you what we're up to. May mention a little bit about the Academy, but primarily in relation to that. And to kick off, let's just quickly recap what neighborhoods are. So the Plus Your Business community has got over 10,000 people in it, and what we want to do is have a much more personal relationship with the people who are there, and particularly when we're looking, particularly when we're looking at the brand pages. Now, with google.com/business, Google My Business having launched this week, we believe there's going to be a lot more people wanting to join Google Plus, and potentially they're going to need some assistance. So the neighborhoods is a way of a person who is the neighborhood manager. They're going to build the relationship with the person who's running the brand page, and the brand page will get featured on a page on the Plus Your Business site, and also underneath that will say the name of the person who's running that particular page, because we want absolute transparency. We don't want 50 pages being run by the same person. So we're going to do our best to put systems in place with that. And there's going to be a thread, so we'll put that near the video. If you want to join a neighborhood, and this is a great way, we're going to do a test, but we're thinking this is a great way to network with a group of people either in your area or in a niche. For instance, we're going to have a geek one and a social network tools one and so on. So we're looking to launch, so finishing that thought, if you're interested, then you're going to need to join the Plus Your Business community and then comment on a comment thread and let us know the page and the person that's managing that page, and we'll come and check you out, and all being well, we'll add you to a particular neighborhood. Now, we do have a slight backlog at the moment because it's been such a popular idea that we are working through. So over the next 2 weeks, so the date today is, let's have a look where we are, 12th. So I'd say certainly by the end of June, we should have the whole systems in place and everything there. And this is primarily for people who are looking to join a neighborhood. If you're looking to run a neighborhood, so for instance in your local area, because it's a bit like a chamber of commerce for Google Plus, then reach out to us, and the route to that, or to do that, is going to be through the Plus Your Business Academy. So people who are going through levels 2 and levels 3, we've got a close enough relationship that we can have a dialogue and work with them on how to build up the neighborhood, and it's free for the brand pages. But what it also does is it deepens the relationship that that person has with those brand pages in a local area or within a niche. So if they need products or services from Plus Your Business, then we're there to help. So this is going to be an experiment, and hopefully we'll be able to report back and let you know how it goes, but we'll include you in the process along the way. So if you've got questions, this is the time. Now, this is a casual show. It's going to be a shorter show probably than usual. Before I come on to George and Marilyn, and then come on to Hillary about what we're doing in the community generally. It's over to you. Please ask questions. So we're monitoring the comment thread, and then we will come back. So I've got some questions starting to emerge, which is great. So keep them coming, and I'll pick them up in a second. George and Marilyn, let's talk about the Mountain View neighborhood, which is the first one. And you've been working hard on that and getting that one together. Do you want to let us know how you found people's response to it when you've approached them about joining?
Well, there are two kinds of people that get it immediately and people that, you explain it to them. But so far, the people we've approached, no one has turned down this offer. And so there's, in general, quite a bit of enthusiasm for it. Now, we only have 14 people so far, but we're really careful about. We'd like to see this work, so we're not just opening the floodgates at this point.
And I think that's the thing with the way that you're approaching it is you want that personal relationship.
Yes.
And that's something because you're going to meet these people in real life, you're going to network, and that's the situation. Now, there's different sorts of neighborhoods. I'm going to come on to some of the questions relating to this. And what we're going to do is, in order so that people can feel included, we're going to start with a USA neighborhood, and it's going to be a bit of a catch-all, and a UK one, and a Europe one, and a worldwide one, as well as London, and so on and so on. And this way, the London one, in fact, will be, because it's run by Jim Banks, it's going to be very similar to the Mountain View one. We're going to carefully curate those pages in. But what we're going to do is have them more general, as long as the pages are what I call reasonable, and they haven't just been opened up yesterday, and they've been posted, and they've got some presence on Google Plus. We'll do our best to include them. And even if they have, as long as we know if they've been recently started, it's not we're going to sort of preclude people, but we do need to know who the page manager is and what the intent is behind the page. And the aim of the size of them is we're looking around about 120 to 150 tops, because we want to have personal relationships with each of the people there. Now, with George and Marilyn, it might take 6 months, a year, 2 years. It's okay, because it's just a way of people knowing that we're here to help on that local basis. And going to come to the niche in a second. Let's have a quick chat with Hillary about neighborhoods, actually, because there's a neighborhood that you're looking at putting together as well.
Right. So, as many of you know, I'm a Marine Corps veteran, United States Marine Corps veteran. So that's near and dear to me. So I was looking at a veteran-related community. I also train blind, deaf, paralyzed veterans on Salesforce, so that whole veteran benefits, veteran community, how different companies that are working to assist veterans in different avenues, how we can all work together in a community and support each other.
So that's great. So if you are in that area, in that niche, then contact Hillary, which is great. Whilst I'm with you, Hillary, is there anything people need to do, or anything you find in relation to requesting to join the community and then get on that thread?
Right. So as Martin mentioned, we have quite a number of people that, of course, would like to join the community. So if you have an urgent need, you really feel that your community, your brand page, you're waiting for that invite, go ahead and just mention me on a private post, and I can expedite that process for you. No, again, as Martin said, we're working through them all, but if it's an urgent request, go ahead and just send me a private post, please. Super.
Thank you very much, Hillary. Okay, let's just show you what the neighborhood looks like. So this is going to be linked from the neighborhoods tab on plusyourbusiness.com, and essentially you can see the neighborhood managers, and then if you scroll down a little, you can see not only the pages, but also the person who's either the manager or the owner of that particular page. So again, we're building the systems that allow us to see very clearly what is going on in each of these neighborhoods. So that's great. And George and Marilyn, we've worked on a template, and thanks to Thomas, one of the PYB teams, for putting the template together to make it easy for people to build the brand pages. I'm sure they're going to evolve over time, the neighborhood pages, but we've got a good system in place now. On that note, if you have just done a blog post last night, this morning, which is on how to create the correct Google page for you. If you go to plusyourbusiness.com and search for Google page, then that will help you go through if you haven't got to the point of creating a page as yet. And also know in Plus Your Business, we are available to help you if you want to build up your brand page and support you in that way. But this is the starting point. And as the relationship flourishes, you've got a lot of content on the site as well. Check out Quick Starter if you're looking to sort of self-service building your page and your brand. Okay, questions. Thank you. Thanks, George Marin. So, from Heart Sense Design, question is: further down the line, will you have more specialized neighborhoods such as independent artists, crafts people, or cowboys and cowgirls? I'm not sure about that last one. But the other ones, I'm not sure whether cowboys and cowgirls, maybe on that. Yeah, the other ones, yes, that's what we can do. But as people develop the relationship with Plus Your Business, as people move through the academy, then it's going to, well, let's just take it how we're going to start. We've got the specialist ones, which are great for people who are already part of the PYB team. So we have Mountain View, and then we have London, and as Hillary's doing the veterans-related one, and many others are coming there. We've also got the catch-all ones, as I've called them, which are USA, UK, and so on. So look at the USA one. What we're looking at eventually is that differentiating out, and we need a little bit of flex from you guys because it's a free service that we're offering. So over time, we're going to look at it turning into potentially USA to state to particular locations. And the vision of this over 3 years is that it can be a Chamber of Commerce for Google Plus. So it means that people want to meet up or they can meet online. So we will end up with niche ones. We just have to see how this first phase plans out and who, as part of the, it's really going to be people who are going to go through the academy, they're going to be running the pages. So if somebody is in the academy and they want to have a specialist page and build relationships with those people, either because they're looking to do consultancy or because they have an interest in that area and they just want to build the page up for the relationships for their own business, then we're going to be looking at that. So that's a great question. So thank you. Any other questions? This could be the shortest ever show, if not. Anyway, no? You can ask about other things. The Academy, we are, so on the 12th of June now, we are looking to launch that fully for levels 2, levels 3 in, what would be a week next Monday, which is the middle end of June, all being well. Certainly within 10 days after that, everything's going to be together, but we've got a lot to do on our end. The content is being created, doing that, and yeah, it's looking good. It's coming. So if you're interested in that, then get in touch. You can send me an email directly to me at info@plusyourbusiness.com. You can go to plusyourbusiness.com and click on Academy and register your interest there. The first step is to go through level 1, and we're doing that for free if you're an individual or if you're a business and you have lots of staff, then there's a charge, which helps us keep it for free. So from there, once you've done your level 1, then you can start the process of going into the level 2, level 3 from when it's launched, which is soon. Now, funny, Hillary, do you know, I almost said it's going to be in about a fortnight. Hillary laughs at me when I say fortnight. Apparently Americans don't say fortnight.
No, I didn't believe you that it was a real word.
It's a real word. It means in 2 weeks' time. I can't believe we didn't export that one. Fortnight. So around about fortnight.
I wonder sometimes if I should be saying a Z or an S or a U or an O. You know, you've clouded my mind and
well, I've Americanized so much of my language now just to keep it simple. Because speaking with you and Stan and George and Marion, and then I speak with somebody like David Ameland or speak with Lee, and it's like, where's the U's, man? What's going on? What have they done to you over there? So and like the bird, she's quite pecky, isn't she? So yeah, that was the name that I wanted to give her. Everybody. Nala is the name that was given.
Give her a complex, and she would start pecking.
And just to say, George and Marilyn, you've just made a comment in relation to Mountain View. It's not just Mountain View. So if there's businesses that are, do you want to say the span that we have?
Yeah, it's the San Francisco Bay Area, you know, starting with the North Bay, which is the area north of San Francisco, the East Bay, the Peninsula, and the South Bay, and Santa Cruz.
Okay. Good. So we've got that, and I've actually got now John Lynch, who may not realise the show's on. He's actually with people. We've actually got another neighbourhood which is going to launch very soon, which is going to be for a town and in Ireland. So we are going to be doing that. In fact, I'll even get the name of the town. I'm still waiting for questions, folks. I'm just going to ramble on for another 5 minutes unless we get any questions. But hopefully you know the process. We're going to put the comment thread. If somebody could put the thread, actually, that people need to comment upon, and then they can be asking in reference to that. And I should correct myself. It's Northern Ireland, not Ireland, Northern Ireland. We're going to start. John Lynch is running that. Okay, we've got another question. The Academy says good questions again from Heart Sense Design. The Academy. When will I be notified re-level 1 if we pass the test? And when will be information about level 2? So if you've passed the test, you should have received an email. The process that we have there. I've frozen in the most ridiculous expression as per usual, I think. Oh, will I come back? Let me know if I've come back.
I hear you fine.
We hear you, but you are frozen.
Maybe if you blue box another screen and then come back.
Email, and we can pass that on to oh, you can pass that on to Jessica. Okay, well, let's just see. I've frozen totally. I can't even move them. So, oh, we'll see. It's because I opened up another window. It scared my computer into freezing. I'm going to blame John Lynch for notifying me for the message at the time. Okay, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. Let's see if I come back. I've got the spinning wheel. Can you still hear me?
You're back now for us.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So going back to the question, you should have been notified. Ping us an email. We'll check the test, and we can look at getting you signed off for that, and any other instructions we can send you. The information about level 2 will be launching that in less than a fortnight, which means 2 weeks. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll be sending out emails. We're just getting that together. Great. Back to neighborhoods. Tim Sweeney, is it possible for a page to be a member of more than 2 neighborhoods? Example, niche industry neighborhood and geolocation neighborhood. Absolutely, that's the plan, Tim, is a maximum of 2. So we are looking at that, and one is location and one is other, like niche. So good question there, thank you. Next question, Wayne Brett. How has the Mountain View neighborhood been connecting with the pages and managers that have joined? So I'm not sure what you mean, Wayne. I can say, so what we do, the process is, so George and Marilyn have been speaking with people, and they say, would you like to join the neighborhood? The people say yes, and we say, well, who's managing or owning the page? And we then need that information because we're going to put that on the site. The brand pages then have the badges that show on the neighborhood, and everybody's going to be registered on the plusyourbusiness.com site as well, so that we can stay in touch with people that way. You can't register a brand page because there's no email attached. A person has an email, so we're looking for people to register. So that's going to be one of the steps that we're looking at, which means we can do a couple of things. The first one is that we can email about news for specific neighborhoods, because everyone's going to be tagged with that neighborhood. So if there's a hangout coming up, then we can inform people. So we're just looking at trialing that. Also, we can look at telling the stories of neighborhoods on a more generic email that then shows people, for instance, you know, this neighborhood, people that have received an extra 100 followers over a period of time. This is the engagement, this is the stats, this is the story. And that's where we can start to have conversations and show the benefits of what we're doing. And remember, folks, it's a trial, it's a test. We're going to see. You know, we're committing a lot of resources to make this work because we believe local business, and what I mean by that is both the small business and businesses that are within a location and have got lots of people maybe working for them, but they're not the shop front. Those are the businesses we will be adding in on the local level, and I think that bringing people together, like you would with a Chamber of Commerce, this is what we can do. So if I haven't answered the question, Wayne, then let me know. I don't know, and then maybe something else that you're looking to ask. Any more questions? Any more questions out there? No? Okay, well we don't need to. I can answer any question. You can answer any questions. Go on. You've got another 5-10 minutes if people want. But if you don't, then you can finish early. But the question should be, where's Travis this week? He's working on a job, which is why I'm running the show from the other part, from Pacific Beach. Go on, George and Marilyn. Any questions there?
Looks like Wayne had another comment on there as far as referring to working together as a neighborhood.
Okay. So not sure what you mean, Wayne. What do you mean as referring to working together as a neighborhood?
I think what it means is that...
As I'm actually connecting with the page right. Okay, so let me see if this helps. What we're then going to do, as the neighborhood grows, and probably around about 35, 40, 50 pages in the neighborhood, also knowing that they have page managers or have owners, we can put those people together in a circle, share that circle publicly, and this can be done by the page manager. That circle, once it's been shared publicly, can be embedded on the page as well, and those people can find each other and come together. If you think about it, one of the great things is that if we're curating these very localized or very niche circles, people can tell people that there's a neighborhood and they can go and add that in when they join, so we get good word of mouth and people know where to find those particular groups of people, and that content then flowing in the stream. If you are a small business that is in a location and you see content about your location and you start to connect and you start to engage with those people, then that's good from a network point of view, because you might want to tell your audience that you've got connections with a business that's doing something different but within the same location. So that's one way that we see the network happening. Now this is possible with circles, and it was done with circles before. The difference is that communities work differently, particularly when they get over a certain size, and this allows a more personal relationship between the neighborhood manager and a smaller group of people within a particular location. Particularly when you take a look at Plus Your Business, 10,000 plus people makes it difficult to have conversations. And also, when notifications get switched off, you don't necessarily have the same way of connecting. So another thing, Wayne, just to expand on that, is that we've got the ability to contact people through, for instance, a newsletter, but also the page manager will be able to notify if they run a Hangout event, or if they run a real life event, and say, hey, just to let you know, we're meeting up on Thursday, this is the location, and go from there. So that's how we envisage the networking side of it happening, and the real life bridge occurring more and more. And so this is going to take maybe 3 years, but with google.com/business, which is plus my business, sorry, see, plus my business. I got plus everywhere. Google My Business. That's the new thing, and it totally ties into Google Plus. If you check out that blog post on plusyourbusiness.com, that it looks at Google posts, Google pages. You can tell I was up at 12 o'clock and then up at 5 doing this post. But if you do that, then it's got a complete complete overview of how Google are now integrating for a local business into pages, into Google Plus, and for brands. So it is really coming together, and neighborhoods, I think, could play, will play a really good role in people feeling that they've got a personal connection with people when they join Google Plus. So good question, Wayne. If I haven't answered it, you can ask another one. We've still got a little time. We'll probably run maybe we'll run for another 6 minutes if there's more questions. Any comments from George, Marilyn, Hillary? Apart from the bird being so still, I like the quick. I could do with those on my phone.
Well, just to elaborate a little on what you said, we're currently working on a couple of people to join our neighborhood who do have attractive places where they can invite us to meet up. So,
great.
Yeah,
that's good. And then this starts to come into other things. It's like, over time, potentially there can be relationships where, I don't know, discount that people are offering to each other and things. I don't know what that looks like yet, but it's, you know, as long as it's fine on the terms of service, which the offline says shouldn't be an issue with Google, then we'll be exploring how we can help businesses to grow their presence using Google. So whatever works, but I know that the local connection, the personal connection, is something that's going to make a big difference. Any other questions before we move towards finishing up? No? Any questions? No other questions on the thread? Have we explained neighborhoods so well, clearly, that chances are possibly not. We'll get all the questions after. Come and see us in the Plus Your Business community. Visit plusyourbusiness.com. Check out the tab that says neighborhoods. Check out the academy. Oh, one thing. Here's an opportunity for me to explain something if people are confused. So, quick starter. So there's 4 tabs on the lower bar on the Plus Your Business site. We have quick starter, which is the DIY content, and that will give you just about everything you'll need. And I'm updating videos all the time, and there's new videos. There's going to be a new video on there today, which is very much for people who are starting out on Google Plus, and that's going to be exclusively on the quick starter guide. It's about 10 minutes, and it's free to sign up. So that's quick starter. The fast track is going to be a one-to-one and group coaching session or a series of sessions that will take you through the quick starter content. So for those that want some support really getting going, it's going to be the fast track. Now, that's been slightly different in the past, but that's how we're going to refocus. The Academy is for people who want to go through levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as far as you want to go, who want to learn how to really take Google Plus and look at it for content marketing, social SEO, page management, community management, and getting your engagement to be the best it can, and these sorts of things. So we've got that there. Level 1 is free for individuals and paid for businesses. And then the 4th one is neighborhoods. And neighborhoods are a way, as we're talking about now, to bring brand pages together and to hopefully help them lift off a little more. And one of the things is, once you get over the hill and you've got people in your network and people are seeing your content, then you find your engagement goes up. So this is a way to really boost them through that first phase. There we go. That was it. So thank you for your questions, Mark Zan, Tim Sweeney, and Wayne Brett. If there's no other questions there, we can finish up and pick up questions in the community, plusyourbusiness.com community. That's the best place to find us all, apart from Nala, who's not allowed because she's a parrot.
She's working on saying Plus Your Business. So.
Well, I'd love that. Love that. Next show, folks. Next show. Oh, I'm going to say just at the end, because I don't know if people watch this bit, because it might be that people think finished. They've to give them the information. So I was having a curry last night, and somebody told me where they worked, and it was a restaurant in San Diego. And so I decided to pull up the Google review. I searched in Maps and pulled up the review, and I read out the reviews to them, and particularly the bad ones. And I came up with the idea, and I've got it written down. And so you can tell me if you like this, then feedback on the thread, because I might actually do this. I was thinking along the lines of something like reading ridiculous reviews, and I was thinking it could make it a community-based activity, whereby people can let me know of reviews they found about businesses. And I don't know if we want to drop the businesses in it, but you can send them through, and I'll read them on a show, and we can do that. It was my idea whilst I had a hot curry. Anyway, tell me if you like that idea. I might run with it if I have 5 people that say yes. That's how low the bar is on this one.
It sounds like something like on Ellen's show, how she has her different little things that she does.
There we go. If it's good enough for Ellen, it's good enough for Plus Your Business. So yeah, you let me know on the thread. I can see that comments, they're just flooding in on that idea. Let me know in the community if you like the idea. I'm going to say the idea again. Me reading ridiculous reviews, and I might read some positive ones to kind of balance it out. I don't know if I'm going to tell the name of the place, but there are some funny reviews, and it's funnier when I don't read them to begin with. I just have to trust you that they're clean and that they are somehow entertaining. Okay, that's it. We're just about half an hour mark. Thanks for watching. We're here to help. Give us a shout. Check out that new blog post, because I even came back from the curry and worked on it last night. So it's got a new video, 15 minutes long, that will help businesses get started on Google Plus and cover just about everything they need, as well as more details on insights. The phone app, by the way, I've got the Android app last night. Very cool for business. So yeah, it's good. It's all happening. All happening. So thank you for watching. Thank you, Hillary. Thank you, Nala, for behaving. Thank you, George and Marilyn, for kicking us off with the Mountain View neighborhood. And it's going to be exciting. We're going to see what happens next. And thanks, everybody else, for watching. I expect it. Think about that idea. Think about it. Let me know. And see you in the community. Take care. Bye.